Om Shanti, good morning to everyone. Now, we shall all come together to invoke our beloved Baba with deep love, and then we will listen to Baba's divine words. In Baba's presence, each one of us will lovingly share our heartfelt voice with him. With our intention set, we will then call upon Baba, and after that, we will receive Baba's guidance. Now let's lovingly invite Baba. Om Shanti. Today is the Divine Incarnate Mahavakya of March 12th, 2025. Baba mentioned, beloved children, the Father is presently taking care of you. Sweet children, the Father is currently nurturing you, teaching you, and giving you guidance while you are at home. So, continue to take guidance at every step, and you will attain a high status. Home. He is guiding you, educating you, and providing valuable advice while you stay at home. By continually seeking His guidance at every step, you will achieve a higher spiritual rank. Taking guidance at every step. Two things that are interconnected at every step. Take advice at every step. Take guidance at every step. It is clear that Srimat is essential, but it is crucial to ensure that every single thought and action aligns with Srimat, which is not yet completely realized. Step-by-step guidance involves daily dedication to the Murli and committing to spiritual endeavors. The more honest you are, the better you will grasp the Murli. The better you grasp the Murli, the more effectively you can absorb it. In my view, Srimat isn't merely an answer. It signifies a common, universal solution that is applicable to everyone. Baba encourages us to seek his guidance at every step. If we make Srimat a bit gentler, the essence remains the same. By softening it, we recognize that Srimat is essentially the Murli. Remain devoted to the Murli, and Baba will offer guidance to those who earnestly follow the path. The Father is currently taking care of you. Receiving this nurturing from God is quite significant. This is not a trivial matter. The souls that belong to the Brahmin family adhere strictly to the schedule of Amrit Vela, and by doing so, they immerse themselves deeply in that practice. Even within the Brahmin family, if someone finds it challenging to properly comprehend the Murli, they often end up wandering aimlessly here and there. Murli has now become a daily ritual, where you spend an hour listening, sitting, and then leaving. The yoga they practice is still based on the commentary they heard during their initial course 10 or 20 years ago. A few words have been updated. Only those services. As we continue to make incremental updates and adjustments, and with the influence of the various classes we attend, there is undoubtedly an impact. However, the core message that Baba truly wishes to convey is, I come and talk to you every day, but you are still trying to revise the same things from 10 years ago or speaking according to them. So, I would say, my friend, it's time to move forward. We are now 10 years ahead. So, sweet children, the Father is nurturing you, teaching you, and giving you guidance while you are at home. Continue to take His advice at every step, and you will achieve a high status. If we look at it from a reverse method, if you aim for a high status, if you set a high goal, you will continue to receive guidance at every step. So Baba will keep giving guidance from home. Baba will take care of you. So Baba is still your Father. The question is, What kind of effort requires a lot of time to get free from punishments? Answer. Now let's update this. What practical effort is needed to be free from punishment? It requires a lot of time. Practical effort means not using the knowledge points Baba has given so far. Could you share some practical efforts that can help us easily avoid punishments? Everyone, please share a point you think. Will doing this help us avoid punishments? Amrit Vela is very good. Providing support quietly and ensuring happiness is indeed very good. And being truthful to Baba is extremely important. The more you remain truthful to Baba, the more you will receive his special assistance. Isn't that right? Gradually reduce your attachments and let us know how long it will take to completely diminish them. Offer support. Speak happy words. Giving blessings. We will not cause sorrow. We will not commit any sins. This is also correct. Always walk with Baba by your side. Silence pure feelings. Writing a daily letter to Baba and ensuring that you manage your time with great care are both very important points to consider. Now, what does Baba say about becoming Nasta Moha? If we want to be free from the consequences of our actions, we need to make a concerted effort to become Nasta Moha. It is essential to introspect deeply and ask ourselves if we have any attachments to anyone or anything. Attachment can be both positive and negative. As long as I don't get my revenge on him, I feel my life's purpose remains unfulfilled. This too is attachment, but it is a negative one. You do remember, right? What is attachment? It pulls you, entangles you, and surrounds you. It is negative. They did this to me. I won't rest until I show it. In recent times, we Brahmins are increasingly letting go of our physical attachments as we become aware of the dynamics of attraction and aversion. However, what we are experiencing now is a process of refinement. As Baba mentioned just 2 or 3 days ago, the chains of diamonds and gold. Okay. In this Brahmin life, the effort that needs to be made at this point in time is to embrace the state of being nothing. I am nothing. Simply embrace this reality and strive in this state. It isn't about being acknowledged by someone, or being supported by someone, or having someone inquire about me, or being counted by someone. No. I am nothing for the entire world, but for God, I am everything, and that is the essence of my being. Don't ever feel the need to prove yourself by doing this or that. Your actions should be dedicated to God, and this is a personal dialogue between you and Him. Do not get caught up in the feelings of others. Baba advises us to become Nasta Moha. This means having no emotional attachment. A sense of belonging. I feel a sense of belonging towards someone. Whether it is my own brother, my aunt's brother, or a good companion in service, I remain dedicated to my spiritual path and I am fully committed to running the center with utmost devotion. If there is a soul who is genuinely sincere but couldn't come after being called, this call should then be made to each one who is absent. When we provide sustenance, it means being like a mother, and being like a mother means being equal. Then how is he? And how is she? Being an instrument in Brahmin life is a big responsibility. You need to nurture and feel the same for everyone. There are some children who are extremely naughty, so have no attachment to anyone. Ask yourself if you have any attachment. Do we have any attachments? Whether it be people, material possessions, wealth, resources, or places. No old relationships should come to mind. Settle all accounts with the power of yoga. Only then will you be rewarded without punishment. Only then is it fine without punishment, right? No old relationships should come to mind in the end. With the power of yoga, all accounts must be settled. Do not remember anything. The way to avoid remembering anything is to allow everything we've accumulated to dissolve naturally. Holding on to something doesn't mean we shouldn't keep it at all, but rather it means keeping it with a specific intention, thinking it's mine, which can lead to attachment. Om Shanti. Who are you sitting in front of right now? At this moment, in whose presence are you seated? You are before Baba Dada, and it is essential to recognize both Baba and Dada. Baba, through this Dada, is right here with you. When you are outside, you need to keep Baba in your thoughts and write letters to him. With Baba Dada, this is the highest of the high, two authorities. And Dada. So today, we need to write a letter to Baba. What is special about this letter? The specialty of the letter is one. Writing the letter is one thing, and the specialty of the letter is another. So how do you write the entire letter today? You live there, Baba remains in your memory, and you have to write a letter. What kind of letter do you write here? Here, you are face to face, having a conversation, such a letter. This letter won't be sent. Baba is in front listening to it. And how should the letter be? How should the letter be? By reading and listening to it. The next soul has hurried away. That brother is there. With love. If you don't follow this, my friend, he will notice you in the neighborhood. There are some ladies who frequently visit and talk about trivial matters. If you go to them, they'll start chatting all over again. Now, although the conversations remain the same, the energy they carry seems to be somewhat on a lower level. It is a wonderful practice to sit naturally before Baba and feel his presence in your heart. Remember, never shed tears in front of Baba. In sorrow. Do not tell Baba about your problems. Tell Baba about your intentions, your enthusiasm, and your unique qualities. Show Baba your strength. Then, when something comes up, naturally you will share it with Baba. So, who is Baba Dada accompanied by? The highest authorities are Brahma, who exists in a physical form, and Shiv, who is formless and beyond physical existence. Now, you understand how to connect with the Supreme Authority Baba, who is revered as the purifier of the impure, and grasp the immense importance of this divine connection. Now, this is very important because we often do not consider these aspects. When it is the day to meet Baba, we make sure to wear very nice clothes. But when we are at home, okay, the Baba gathering has started, so 5 minutes beforehand, open your mobile or turn on the TV and sit down properly according to the ritual. At the very least, try to stick to your schedule. Since you all live together, make sure to free yourself at least half an hour in advance. Take a shower, bathe, and if possible, wear white clothing. If white isn't available, put on fresh clothes and a white stole. Then sit comfortably and meditate. The emotions you project will mirror the emotions you receive from the other side. Then, early morning hours. If you can't take a full bath, at least freshen up and sit down. Leave your bed and sit down. And by freshen up, I mean wash your face. Don't just open your eyes and sit up. Lying on the bed like this, they just straighten up and say, "Good morning, Baba, good morning, Baba, good morning, Baba," and then again, "Good morning." No, get up properly, converse with Baba, and create a separate place. Sit for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever time you have, but it should be clear to God that you have dedicated this time. Now, in practice, you are sitting in front of Him. Baba is nurturing the children and teaching them. From home, the children are receiving guidance on how to conduct themselves at home. At home, you are receiving guidance on how to proceed. By following Baba's Srimad, you will achieve supreme excellence. Now, I have a question for you all. Who will explain this to us? If we follow Baba's divine guidance, we will reach the highest state of excellence. So, what is the answer? If we achieve this supreme excellence, who will clarify what it truly means? Sri Lakshmi, Sri Narayan, Sri Lakshmi, Sri Narayan, the highest, Sri Lakshmi, Sri Narayan, Sri Lakshmi, Sri Narayan, the complete, pure, supreme, the royal lineage of the Sun dynasty, the world emperors, the most virtuous. In a certain way, this answer is indeed correct, Baba. What I wanted to discuss here is that by following Baba's Srimad diligently, we will achieve the highest level of excellence, and your answer will exemplify this supreme quality. The best of the best is considered Shri.
Sharing.
Certainly. Sri Sri Vishnu is perfectly fine. Sri Sri Vishnu, Sri Sri Shiv Baba, and Sri Sri Vishnu, these are the only two answers, and it is Baba who encompasses them. Therefore, Baba represents Sri Sri Vishnu, which signifies the complete essence of Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan, embodying absolute perfection and purity, which we strive to achieve. All right. The children know about Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan. They also understand the path of Sri Sri Vishnu. The difference is clear. The essence of Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan, the goal of Sri Vishnu, meaning complete femininity and complete pure masculinity, is embedded within my soul. Then, as soon as I take that position, the divine qualities of complete femininity and pure masculinity will be fully active within me, embodying the sacred attributes of Sri Vishnu. If I were to become Lord Narayan, then the essence of supreme masculinity would be fully active within me, and this means that both Lord Narayan and Lady Lakshmi would be in a state of complete purity. So now, if we follow the guidance of the Father, we will become the best. The children know that by following the highest guidance of the highest Father, we attain the highest status. In the human world, the highest status is that of Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan. This has happened in the past. The essential point here is about purity. Although humans are just humans, where are the sovereigns of the world? Where are the people of today? Humans are humans, but where are the masters of the world? Where are today's humans? It is in your mind that India was like this 5,000 years ago. We were the masters of the world. India was like this exactly 5,000 years ago. We were the rulers of the world. And even 5,000 years ago, the things that Baba tells us about, people find it hard to believe them. The reality back then was incredibly elevated. Imagine 10 to 20 years ago, someone told you that soon you'd be able to watch everything on your phone like you do on TV and see the person in front of you as if they were on TV, almost for free. What would you have thought? You'd probably think it was quite unbelievable. They say that if you go back 20 to 30 years, or even just a decade ago, the reality was so vastly different that people found it hard to believe. Just take a look at today. Observe the reality across the entire world, and especially within our own country, India. If you make comparisons across various domains, you will see that they focus on the economy and similar matters. But our economy is not just for appearances. This is the reason why we are not progressing ahead. I have told you many times that when mothers come to us, even the poorest of them will have some gold or silver on them. And regardless of how wealthy they are, they always have a preference for the purest pearls, the ones that are found deep in the ocean, which are far removed from the allure of gold and silver. The chambers in our temples remain closed, leaving us with nowhere to go. And then leave the first and second country, which is fine, as it impacts our economy. So, we are observing our economy, which is positioned at this particular rank. Considering the number of countries we have, the area we cover, and the population we hold, even if you combine the next 10 countries, they do not match our population. After that, having such a large economy is a significant achievement. So, this is embedded in your understanding. India was like this 5,000 years ago. We were the rulers of the world, and those who don't realize this are in complete darkness. Completely in deep darkness. Even now, in the pitch darkness, who is in control of all the social networking platforms? If it is from America, they serve what they want. Otherwise, who created the internet? We did. What is the backbone of IT in the entire world? It is India. If today all the people of India were called back from across the world, there would be such chaos, like a house of cards collapsing. You all draw energy from us. So Baba is saying here that in the deep darkness, we are still kept in the deep darkness. Now the Father has come to explain how Brahma becomes Vishnu and Vishnu becomes Brahma. These are deep and beautiful matters. Only the Father can understand and teach this knowledge. The incorporeal Father comes and teaches. Today, I am not Lord Krishna. The Father says, Baba says that the foundation of your happiness is the education I provide to you. Happiness comes from education. This is why we emphasize education so much, as we observe that the majority of inconsistencies and irregularities occur in this area. Then I go to my nirvana abode. You children are progressing towards purity. This costs nothing. Just see yourself as a soul and remember the Father. Practice for the soul. Regularly practice remembering the Supreme Soul by recognizing yourself as a soul, and it has been clarified that this specific practice is not Raj Yoga. By understanding who I am as a soul, recognizing who the Supreme Soul is, and comprehending the nature of the inheritance we receive from the Supreme Soul, we must consider the presence of these three aspects. The soul that stays in constant remembrance is recognized as belonging to the highest Surya dynasty, and it achieves this exalted status directly from Bapdada, who grants it to them. As I sit in deep remembrance of Baba, I can feel all the virtues and powers being absorbed into my soul, and through my being, I am emanating those powerful vibrations across the entire world. This is Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga is not merely a process of taking, rather it is fundamentally a process of giving. So it doesn't stay with me. As soon as it comes, I donate it. It happens through my vibrations. Even a penny spent makes you a master for 21 births. When you donate money, it helps shape your future. Even if it's physical currency, it contributes to your future well-being. This is the advice I give to everyone. If you ever feel troubled about giving your money, then don't give it. You can clearly refuse. The systems are explained to you first, brother. You become a madhu for that. Whether you want to give or not. You feel that you should give fully, stay, eat, drink, meditate, and then leave. There is absolutely no problem, as Baba never claims anything for himself. This principle applies here as well. Whether it is a small amount of money, a note, or even a single penny, you possess the wealth of yoga, the wealth of cooperation, the wealth of financial resources, and the wealth of material possessions. Listen to the story of Sister Santosh from Maharashtra. While they were buying a car there, a proposal for a bus came here. Without asking anyone, Didi donated all the money to the Yagya. On the same day the bus was inaugurated, the car was also inaugurated. There was a mother who was a kind benefactor and had been practicing the knowledge for many years, though she wasn't particularly notable in her cooperation. During her early morning meditation, Baba conveyed that the child needed a car, so she went to ask, "How did you get this thought?" So Didi said, "During my Amrit Vela, Baba said the child needs a car." On the same day the bus was inaugurated here, the car was inaugurated there. In the offering, a message came that whoever is bound to Madhuban, Madhuban is bound to them. So, in order to shape your future, you will need to contribute as much to the treasure as you have previously given. You cannot give more or less. This is clear in your intellect and knowledge. Therefore, there is nothing to worry about. This is knowledge. Whoever, you will put the same amount into the treasure as before. You will take out the same amount as in the previous cycle. No one will stop because of your words. You spend so much, you waste so much, this is invaluable, this is it. No need to think. As soon as you notice any mistake being made, just look at this particular gesture, like how Brother Chaudhary, who is known for his distinct stance, stands in a specific manner. Did you see that gesture? The person with the Rajasthani turban standing outside the shop, welcoming everyone in that manner. Whenever we notice someone's flaws or weaknesses, that welcoming gesture doesn't come naturally from us. So it is better if you move on. A mistake. We are making this mistake. We are paving the way for you. Okay? So with this knowledge, there is no need to worry. Without any worry, we are establishing our hidden capital. When we observe the yajna, our emotions are stirred, especially when someone acts wrongly. But when you cannot do anything, do not think about it. Let it be. Keep this remembrance in your mind and remain in a state of happiness, children. Simultaneously, you must practice detachment. By being both joyful and detached, you will conquer attachment and rise to become a king or queen. Now it's time to return. So why hold on to attachment? To compile the 4 subjects of knowledge, yoga, meditation, and service into one word. Those who have previously heard it might remember that it was mentioned before. To compile knowledge, yoga, inculcation, and service into a single word, and if one were to compile the golden age into one word. Baba often reminds us that while he does not focus heavily on any particular virtue, he always ensures that virtue is given prominence. The goal of service. If you want to double the goodness of truth, to combine one virtue with another, did you hear? No. Video. Nurture, Achieving absolute purity is an endeavor that is beyond the reach of anyone, as it is not even attainable for those who reside in the supreme abode. Who mentioned this? Esteemed Chakravarti Vishwanath Suryapratap Ji revealed something important: absolute bliss, the abode of ultimate peace and tranquility, the abode of purity. Abode of purity. The abode of peace is not merely a single virtue, but rather it is a profound quality that has the capacity to compile all four subjects together, thereby encompassing the entire golden age of happiness. If my knowledge, yoga, dharana, and service don't bring happiness, I am not progressing. In just one word, sit calmly and think that it's time to return. Why hold on to attachment? When someone is very ill, doctors may say it is hopeless. Then the attachment fades away. Understand that the soul leaves one body and takes another. The soul is imperishable, it does not die. At this moment, the Father advises you to cultivate detachment. Reflect deeply and ask yourself if you have any attachments. Share with us, brothers, who or what you find yourself attached to and why. Speak up. What are the different things that people are entangled in? Who all are caught in the camera's eye? There is a mother who used to visit regularly, and although I haven't seen her for quite some time, she was very diligent in calling daily to check on her cat through the maid, as she lived alone. Even when she was abroad, she would always make sure to call and inquire if the cat was all right. There are not just a few children, but many. And brother, even though only a small portion is written, there is a lot. Yes, children, observe how all the children are gathering. Shiva Baba is present among them, isn't he? That's how you should say it. Madhuban is good, right? All right, ask your heart if you have any attachments, as this is today's first topic. Brother Cat? This topic addresses what we should cultivate detachment from during the current auspicious confluence age. For instance, someone mentioned the attachment to Madhuban in their writing. Attachment isn't the right word. Attachment in Madhuban means tapasya. Without it, no tapasya. This topic might not seem very genuine, so let us consider discussing another one. Otherwise, it will certainly come to mind later, and when we reach the final phase, we will attain a high position in heaven. Entering heaven is not a significant achievement in itself. The important thing is to attain a high status without punishment. Use the power of yoga to settle accounts. Then you won't face punishment. You won't remember old relationships. Now, we are connected with the Brahmins. Later, we will be connected with the deities. The current connection is the highest. First, write on the 4 pages, auspicious God speaks. Dear children, the current connection is the highest. In the company of God, the Brahmin family, and this sacred yagya, we attain the highest status. This will generate immense value. The deeper our love for this yagya here, the greater our affection for heaven will be. The more we cherish the Father here, the more we will adore His teachings. Your love for the Brahmin family reflects their qualities. When faults are hidden, the Brahmin family's shortcomings appear. You have become the children of the ocean of knowledge. Earlier, you did not know how the cycle of creation turns. Now, the Father, the ocean of knowledge, has met you. That is why you love the Father. Through the Father, you receive the inheritance of heaven. This is a fixed drama. In India, the story of Bhagirath is famous. The Father makes his appearance in India as well. You children are aware of the knowledge of the 84 birth cycle. This understanding of the 84 birth cycle is embedded in your intellect. You have grasped that this cycle of 84 births is inevitable for us. There is no way to avoid this cycle. Which cycle should we follow? The answer should come instantly, brother. Instantly. Go through the cycle of 84. Which cycle? The cycle of 84. Baba has said that you will go to heaven, but what is the use if you go through the cycle of 84 births? You will go to heaven. You will take 84 births. The cycle of my complete 84 births. The cycle of all my 84 births. Now I am sharing so many answers with just one word that they all come together. Just like when the auto rickshaw driver is taking the lady along with her belongings. Auntie, do you have a rupee change? If yes, she takes it out of her purse. So many coins come out, she sorts through them. Which one should I give? So many single word answers have been given. All right, so the complete cycle of my 84 births. You are aware of what it means to be complete. You understand that we must undergo the cycle of 84 births. It is not merely about going through the cycle of 84. We must experience the entire cycle of 84 births. Whenever this term is mentioned, immediately associate it fully in your mind. It is the Swadarsan chakra, but what is an MCQ? You know that it takes a long time to descend the cycle, but it only takes this final birth to ascend. Therefore, it is said that you become Trilokinath and Trikaldarshi. Therefore, you become Trilokinath, the knower of the three aspects of time. You can practice yoga on this. I am the child of Trilokinath, the master Trilokinath. Omniscient souls, sitting up there in Paramdam. It is my responsibility to oversee all three realms. Trilokinath, the one who sees all three phases of time. I can envision my past, present, and future in a golden light. My original form is radiant, my middle form is radiant, and my final form is radiant. The complete ascetic form is the specialty of the primordial form. Then comes the middle form. Finally, the end form. So Baba is saying that you become Trilokinath and Trikaldarshi. So today, what everyone needs to focus on is becoming Trikaldarshi. Today, everyone is given the important task of coming up with new and unique names for our beloved Shiv Baba. Baba has specifically requested that we think of names for him, but it is essential that all these names should be ones that have never been given before in any of our spiritual gatherings or teachings. The person who manages to bring the most names will be awarded a prize. I already knew. Give an example. Brother, can you please give me an example and explain one thing to me? Look, even before you say example, it comes to mind. In last evening's discussion, many examples were given. Master God gave them. We have heard them before, which Baba has never given at any point in time. Shiv's hand, the music of Shiva, the stories of Shiva, Shiv Bahu. Shiv remembers. This is the crown of Shiva. Tigera. So in this way, you can think of your name and include it in your meditation, considering which other name might come to mind. Shiv companion. All right, Shiva child. Shiv Netri, that is your name, right? A female name. What does the term Shiv Rani signify? If we randomly write Shiva Medi, it lacks any meaning. The term should have significance. So, what does Shiv Rani imply? The Queen of Shiv? All right, understood. All right. Shiva, the fortunate one. Let's do it, shall we? Beloved Shiv Baba, brother, please don't overdo it, all right? Try to grasp the meaning. I am humbly requesting you, refrain from doing all this. Shiv is benevolent, Shiv is present, and Shiv is smiling. All right, if this is what you need to do, first understand that we are meant to become Trilokinath. Now that we have found the Father, He is imparting wisdom to us. When someone comes to Baba, Baba asks, "Have you met in this attire, in this house before?" They respond, "Yes, Baba, in every cycle." No, no, brother, not like this. There should be meaning. It should have meaning. Just take those names and present them to Baba. And then see what Baba's reaction is. At home, sometimes it's made and kept aside. Just once. Now you children are witnessing the tree of paradise right before your eyes. You are quite near, aren't you? People often say that the Father is beyond name and form. So how will the children come? They too will transcend name and form. The words they utter are entirely incorrect. So it is understood that they are not from your lineage. Various kinds of people have come into your intellect. The entire tree of the drama of 84 births has come into your intellect. Everything is an imagination, all the things in the world. What was once thought to be impossible began as a mere idea. It was merely an imaginative thought to ascend Mount Everest, to set unparalleled records, and to soar through the skies. The answer is correct. It is understood that they do not belong to their lineage and rely on hearsay. Now one must make effort, but that too is in accordance with the divine drama. It is recorded in the drama that if effort is meant to be made, it will be made. To say otherwise is a misunderstanding. Shiv Baba, the Supreme Soul, says, Baba gave Karuna Bhai Ji the secret name Karuna Nidana. It means a deep reservoir of compassion. So who are we in this grand scheme? We are the children of the one who shapes our destiny. We are blessed to write this very destiny ourselves. Some believe that the drama is unchangeable, but it is possible to alter it. By making an effort starting today, the entire future can be transformed. Those who do not fully understand the drama are called atheists. They cannot maintain love for the Father. They fall due to misunderstanding the drama's secrets. It is then seen as not their destiny. We tell one brother to attend the Murli on time and not to miss it. He was a dedicated server, but he says that those who are listening to the Murli, what have they achieved? But why don't you acknowledge those who attain the highest level of purity by listening to the Murli? You've seen a few, like Brahma Baba, Mama, and the Dadis. They have transformed the entire world. Why don't you recognize them? Don't perceive the drama in a negative light. Obstacles will come in many forms. Ignore them. As soon as an obstacle arises, what should be done right away? At the very front part of the boat, where it bends like this, what should we do there? Now for the next part, you can either lift one leg up or even do it while sitting on your stool. It's perfectly fine to sit on the stool and gently lift one leg up. Hold the broom in your hand and then start sweeping away the storms and all the negativity around you. Do it yourself. This gesture is very important. If not a broom, then take a dustpan. But you must make these gestures yourself. It is very important. No one will give you a chance. Whenever storms or challenges arise, redirect your focus towards them. This redirection signifies a surge in powerful enthusiasm, zeal, and yoga practice. What obstacles will come? What will the family think? They will think we should avoid conflicts. Pay no attention to those who bring obstacles. The Father advises, focus only on the positive teachings. Listen to the good things being told to you. You will be very happy by remembering the Father. It is in your intellect that the cycle of 84 births is now complete. Now you have to go to your home. Talk to yourself in this way. You cannot go impure. First, you definitely need a bridegroom behind. First, you need a groom, then the procession. It is said that Bholanath's procession goes one by one. Think about how groups of souls move in order. Humans take up different spaces on earth. They need various amounts of furniture and property. But a soul is just a point of light. What does a soul need? Nothing at all. A soul takes up very little space in this world. The physical and spiritual realms differ greatly. Observe the depiction of the three realms within Paramdam carefully. You will see a small representation of the earth, followed by the larger subtle region, and then the vast Paramdam. Now Baba is speaking in a seemingly reversed manner, suggesting that in this material world, there are numerous necessities required to maintain your physical existence. Brother, according to what Baba is saying, all the souls can fit into a small room. So why did Baba create Paramdam so big, with 500 to 600 crore or 800 crore souls? Now it cannot be that I am the owner, so I will take the most space. It won't be like that, right? So you have to think about that. These points are embedded in the Father's mind. No one else but you can comprehend these teachings. The Father now brings to your attention the memories of your true home and kingdom. Emphasize this. The Father reminds you of your home and kingdom. The kingdom holds no significance without me, and I hold no significance without the kingdom. Therefore, it is essential to place equal importance on both aspects. As much as I am vital, so is your objective. Rabbi says, no one else in the world can hear these things except you. The Father now reminds you of your home and kingdom. By knowing the Creator, you children know the beginning, middle, and end of the creation. You have become trinitary and faithful. In that place, numerous teachers come to instruct. However, here, there is one dedicated teacher who imparts knowledge. Observe, can you find such a caring father anywhere else? He is so deeply concerned about you that he says, I am not going to send you anywhere. I do not have faith in outside teachers, nor do I trust outside gurus. You stay at home, and I will personally teach you. You stay at home. Among the many teachers who impart knowledge, this particular teacher stands out as truly exceptional. Notice how adeptly they handle all their responsibilities. This Baba is a teacher and a guru. He is a teacher for the whole world. He is a father, a teacher, and a guru. This teacher is meant for the whole world, but not everyone will choose to learn. I urge you all once again to concentrate on this moment. These 1 or 2 years that we have received for our efforts, everyone will say those who received sustenance in the physical form had the golden period. Those who received from the dadis will also call it the golden period. But from my experience this time, the Sangam Yug is where all the foundations, somewhere or the other, there was a slight foundation, but there was none at all. And here, how easy it is to remember the one Father. Just consider how effortlessly we can forget the things that the dadis have cared for, even though I am aware of the efforts they have made. Today, thanks to the dadis, one of them mentioned something about Baba in class. This has greatly elevated my understanding, and I find myself constantly grateful to Dadi. In subtle form, it is luminous. But now there is only Baba and only the Murlis, which is truly wonderful, isn't it? Do you remember what was read in the Brahma Bhojan book yesterday? Everyone reads it, right? No one should think that just because they've read it before, they don't need to read it again. Everyone should revise it. And Baba is conveying to us that when everyone knows the Father, many will rush to see Baba Dada. The Father has come in the great-great-grandfather Adam. They will rush immediately. The Father's revelation happens when the battle begins. Then no one will be able to come. Then no one will be able to come. You know the destruction of many religions is to happen. Initially, Bharat was one and undivided. Now, your intellect is filled with thoughts from the path of devotion. There are no ghosts in your mind. Remembering this is also meditation. The entire lesson of devotion is now complete. Now we have to return. We do not have to stay in this world anymore. There should be happiness in going home. Baba has told you children about your Vanaprastha stage. Hey, my dear children, you must realize that you are in your Vanaprastha stage. As such, what are the divine and unique signs that you exhibit during this phase? You contribute your efforts towards establishing this kingdom, and whatever actions you take, you are exactly as you were in the previous cycle, and you can practice yoga on this. Just like I did yesterday, I am the highest solar lineage child from the previous cycle. I am the same as I was in the previous cycle, from last to first and first to last. I am a knowledgeable child. I am the highest one from the previous cycle. At the end time, those who become the highest ascetics, the most blissful, the most pure, those who have the most blissful vision, the ones who speak blessings, and those with the power of blessings, the one who relieves others' pain, the one who completes this yuga. I am the same soul as in the previous cycle. Meditate on this, and Baba is sitting right next to you, Baba Dada. You are exactly like those from the previous cycle, and you say, Baba, you too are from the previous cycle. We study with Baba cycle after cycle, just like before. Baba is blessing me again with those powers, those qualities, that purity, and that yoga strength, just like in previous cycles. He is embracing me with those divine attributes, the sanctity and the strength of yoga. Practice yoga and follow divine guidance to be the best. These thoughts may not be in others' minds, but you have the joy of establishing our kingdom. When you follow the guidance to keep your goal of becoming elevated in mind, you are contributing to the establishment of the capital. The Father simply says, become pure. If you become pure, the entire world will become pure. Now, there is the physical aspect of purity. Brahmacharya is the most crucial and foundational. But beyond that, to enhance your yoga practice swiftly, there are smaller aspects of purity related to how you live, what you eat, and how you sleep. Clothing, writing. Pay close attention to the sacred teachings of the Murli. Today's Murli is done. It will be used for tomorrow's gathering. New. Many people like the scarf that has Shiv Baba written on it, but they disregard it, my dear. Just think about where you are placing it. The scarf touches the ground and is placed above. When it gets old, you just throw it away. Baba doesn't care about that. We need to be mindful. It's simple, like how you treat your father's photo. Will be hung. How will they be punished? What will happen? What do we lose? We need to care for ourselves. So Baba says, how will we be punished? What will happen? What do we lose? Why should we be concerned with the matters of other religions, especially when we ourselves belong to the original eternal deity religion? Actually, its name is Bharat, but then it was changed to Hindustan. Hindu is not a religion. We write that we belong to the deity religion, but they write Hindu because they do not know when the deity religion existed. They have no idea about the deity religion. They only know the Hindu religion. But what is Hindu? The deities were embodiments of virtues, where people shared joy with a sense of spiritual essence and purity. There was a sense of uplifting others. It embodied the deity tradition known as the original eternal. No one truly understands this yet. There are so many Brahma Kumaris now, and it has become like a family, a home. Brahma is the Prajapita, the great great grandfather of everyone. Initially, you become Brahmins, and then you enter the different castes. To begin with, one must become a Brahmin. A Brahmin is not only a giver of meaning, but also a harbinger of joy. What defines a Brahmin's qualities? When someone encounters a Brahmin, they are filled with reverence, and those whom a Brahmin sees will feel the same respect. So, he doesn't judge you based on your attire, your appearance, or your social status, whether you are poor or wealthy. He doesn't refuse to greet you because of these things. For Brahman means to offer blessings to everyone. Your place is both a college and a hospital. It is said, the true guru gives the ointment of knowledge, destroying ignorance. Through yoga, you become ever healthy and practice nature cure, don't you? Now, as your soul is cured, your body will also be cured. This is spiritual nature cure. Health, wealth, and happiness are received for 21 births. Write the name above. Spiritual Nature Cure Center. There is no harm in writing down the methods to purify humans because it is the soul that becomes impure. Originally, the soul was pure and satopradhan, but over time it became impure. So how can it be purified again? God advises us, Manmanabhav, keep me in your thoughts, and I guarantee you will become pure. Yes, God says, Manmanabhav, always keep me in your mind. We must also clarify the meaning of Manmanabhav. Some time ago, we provided a brief explanation of this concept. Essentially, Manmanabhav means to keep God constantly in your thoughts, and it includes any form of divine remembrance that keeps our spiritual state elevated. Remembering the Supreme Soul as a soul, this is the core definition. However, any form of divine remembrance that elevates my state is Manmanabhava, whether it is the memory of heaven, the memory of my destiny, or the memory of my life. Baba gives many suggestions like putting up boards, but no one has done it yet. Brother, someone will do it today. Just watch. Spiritual Nature Cure Center. Absolutely free of charge. You can write. Keep the main picture in your mind. When anyone comes, you should tell them that you are a soul residing in Paramdam. These organs have been given to us to play our part in this world. This body, however, is perishable. By remembering the Father, your sins will eventually be destroyed. Now your soul is, if you become pure, you will eventually return to your true home. Therefore, explain these key points clearly, as understanding them is quite straightforward. Those who arrive first will blossom into beautiful flowers in the future. It is very simple. Those who come first will transform into flowers. There is no need to be fearful about this. You write positively. Just as gurus impart mantras, the Father also bestows them. The more you remember me deeply in your mind and heart, the more I will become a part of you and you will become a part of me. The creator and the creation. Who is the creation? It is I. And who is the creator? It is Baba. Who is the creator of my physical body? It is my earthly father. So, my dear brother, you are blessed with a lot of property. This belongs to you, this is yours, and your siblings will inherit this. After I am gone, may you all live in happiness. All right, so Rachita and Rachna. All right, now there are no issues. Everyone understands, right? Haha, okay, but later don't fight. No, 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 Baba, you go ahead. We won't fight. The creator and the creation. Understand that those who endure now will blossom into flowers. In the household, they remember only Baba. You must always keep in mind who the Father is and understand what we gain from him. Additionally, it is important to introduce others to him and become a lighthouse for them. Being a lighthouse means serving as a steadfast guide for those who seek direction. A lighthouse doesn't just light up and show the ship there's something ahead. Then the light goes off and the ship is lost. A lighthouse means to guide to the shore. To guide someone to the shore means to introduce them to Baba. You children make a great secret effort to be humble. Gap. Baba knows I am teaching souls. You children must strive to become soul conscious. It's not about saying Shiv, Shiv with your mouth. Remember, Baba, understanding you are a soul. The burden of sins is heavy on your head. Only through remembrance can you become pure. Only through purity can you remember, and through remembrance you will become pure. If you aim for purity, then only can you sit in true remembrance. Just like in the previous cycle, those who receive the inheritance will study at their respective times. Look, in each cycle, at this very moment, within this short span, by dedicating all their complete emotions, they attain the highest level of spiritual practice. I reached that goal. It was the highest spiritual practice. I fulfilled the Supreme Soul's joy. I achieved that goal. For countless ages, nothing can truly be exchanged. The key point is to stay soul conscious and keep Baba in your thoughts. By doing this, you will not fall prey to Maya's illusions. True change is impossible. What you need is steadfast faith. Just as there can be no exchange, in the last 2 or 3 years, through my spiritual effort, I attained this position, so there can be no exchange. We take it back there again. By engaging in actions, some karma will be created. It then becomes 100 times more sinful. It takes 84 lifetimes to descend the stairs, but ascending to the highest state can happen in one lifetime. With Baba's arrival, even the lift was invented. Supporting your back with my hand, I showed you that day how to do it by holding the grill like this, and now Baba has made it even simpler with a lift just by pressing the button. So this is also like a lift that can take you to liberation and eternal freedom in just a second, transcending the cycle of life that spans 5,000 years and requires 84 births to reach life's bondage. However, to attain life liberation, it only takes one birth, which illustrates how remarkably simple and effortless it can be. Those among you who come later, in the first 4 pages of our sacred text, my dear child Amit, those who follow you will rise immediately. The Father has come to give us what has already happened. We will definitely follow his directions. We did not even know how to go to Morli. In such a short time, this can happen. We did not know the goal or the things. Now we have realized that we can progress very easily. Good morning and greetings with love and remembrance from the spiritual Father Baba to his sweet children. Greetings and good morning with love and remembrance from the spiritual children to the spiritual Father Baba. The essence of the main point for meditation is to establish your secret kingdom on divine guidance without any worries or concerns. This is a very important line. Keep advancing on the path of Shri with your own self at the forefront and focus on managing your own realm. Do not concern yourself with why others act the way they do or how things are unfolding elsewhere. If you find yourself in a troubling situation, promptly withdraw. Simply make up your mind that you do not need to go there. This is such a beautiful picture. Some break the divine instructions, some break the rules, some violate the regulations, and some misuse them. It's a picture. Stay entertained by this. I follow the sacred path. Do not worry about the obstacles. Those who helped before will help again. No need to be anxious. In the previous cycle, I was the foremost assistant to the divine. I am the soul who arrives last, but provides the swiftest aid. Those who have helped are doing it again, no matter what. Always keep joy in your heart, knowing that this is our time to retreat. We are journeying back to our spiritual home. We must dedicate ourselves to the secret practice of self-awareness and avoid any wrongful deeds. May you be blessed with the wisdom to transform even the most severe challenges into serene and manageable situations. Just as you have faith in the Father, you must also have unwavering faith in yourself, my dear daughter. Even if I come to test your faith, do not waver. Who is Sri Radhe? The one who embodies qualities like Sri Radhe is truly virtuous. When the thought of weakness arises, it forms patterns of weakness. So do not let seeds of futile thoughts representing weakness take root within you. Seek advice, engage in conversation, and ask questions, but don't make declarations in advance. Sisters, I feel like I can't accomplish anything. I've observed everything, and it's all done. Don't ask such things, just talk, and everything will be all right. If there are no obstacles, how will you progress? But if you certify yourself first and then talk to me, it takes more effort for me to explain. Therefore, do not let the weakness of futile thoughts enter within you, so that even in scenes of turmoil in the drama, you experience welfare and the atmosphere remains stable despite challenges. The love of the family comes naturally. One who has love for the Father and service. Write down this topic. What does it mean to have love for the Father and service? What does it signify to have love for Baba and service? Make a note of this topic. All right, Om Shanti. Now, what did today's practical tasks involve? Let's quickly go over them. You should compose a letter to Baba. Everyone already knows what to include in the letter, as if Baba were speaking to you directly. Write the letter in this way. Do not sit and cry about your troubles. If my practice isn't going well, what should I do in meditation? Brother, I am coming, all right? All right, so you need to draft a letter and engage in a conversation with Baba. Following that, you should immerse yourself in the practice of Trilokinath and Trikaldarshi Yoga. As Trilokinath, I am in the supreme abode with Baba, and as Trikaldarshi, I possess the vision to see my past, present, and future. Additionally, make sure to jot down your titles thoughtfully. The individual who comes up with the most titles will receive a special reward. Now we have an extraordinary, miraculous pen, which is truly remarkable. So first of all, hey everyone, listen closely. I'm telling you the truth. There's this incredible pen that can write in 3 different colors. Press it one way for red, another way for green, and so on. Just press it to see the different colors. It is extremely precise, and whatever is written with it turns out to be accurate and correct. It seems to have a miraculous quality, so those who wish to obtain it used to come before as well. It's not okay to ignore it. Whatever is written becomes true, especially during the early morning hours of Amrit Vela. When you write, remember, I am a complete ascetic soul. The devotee who comes up with the most unique and unprecedented titles, especially those that Baba has never mentioned before, will find an illustration of such titles in the Murli, serving as a guiding example. All right, wonderful. It is essential for everyone to follow this precisely as instructed. Okay. This is today's practice. All right. This concludes today's practical session. Let's express our gratitude to Baba. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching.